What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Corolla Customs. This one is just basically like a question that a viewer had for me, talking about crash cars, which will bring me to two topics that I want to talk about today, salvage vehicles as well. But let me get into his question. So this question comes from Calstis07. I hope I pronounced that correctly. So it says, "Hey brother, stumbled upon your videos inadvertently, but I have a question and would be grateful for your response. I recently bought a 2016 Nissan Sentra that was in an accident. It was rear-ended from the previous owner. The airbag apparently deployed. Some have said that if the repairs are done correctly and it drives well, there's nothing to be worried about. Basically, as one who is apparently experienced in this area, could you do me a favor and help me alleviate any anxiety I have about it? Give me wisdom, reassurance. Plan on taking it to a mechanic soon just to cement my peace of mind. Take care and thanks so much in advance." First of all, I want to say thank you for the question. I did respond to you back in text, but let me make a video for you so it's a lot more clear. So basically, it depends on who's doing the repair. Now, I know it could be scary because you don't know who did the repair and you bought the car used. But if the car's running fine and nothing's really going wrong with it, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. But I think you told me that you heard a noise. That I would take that back to the dealer and see what they can do, because that should have warranty on it. As long as it's not no crazy noise, but something small like a rattle, to me sounds like a heat shield. Some kind of shield of something just rattling against the exhaust, or something along that nature where you can just have a mechanic look at it for you. Now, during the time I've been doing this auto body stuff and I've been learning from the guys at the shop, they've taught me so much, and from what they said was like every car has crumple zones, which means that the cars were designed to be hit in an accident. That way it saves your life. If a car was made really rigid, you would die, but or get seriously injured. But when a car is hit on impact, it crumples. It's supposed to crumple. It's made with these crumple zones to help the car absorb majority of the impact, so it saves your life. When an airbag explodes, they can just buy another one from the manufacturer and put it right back in. You'd be fine. As long as the repair was done right, the frame was straightened. You said it was a rear-ended. It could have been like a small little fender bender. It could have been a major thing, but to me, it would have to be fixed correctly for you to be driving it, or for someone to sell it to you. I mean, there are scummy people in this world who would just sell you anything, but with that being said, my best advice for you would be to take it to a body shop that you trust and have them put it up and just ask them, how does it look? To see if everything's been done correctly, I would say. Or just ask them to look at the frame of the car and see if it's straight and if everything looks good for you. Or take it to a mechanic. But to know if the repairs for the body work have been done right, a body guy would be your best bet. With that being said, there's nothing wrong with buying a car that was in an accident if it was repaired right. Sometimes cars that were in an accident being repaired by the right person could be made better than factory. And a lot of people will disagree with me on that, but it depends on the person who's doing the job. Some people can make that car stronger than it came out from factory, or they can make it just as good like it was in factory. I've seen guys who can line cars up really neat, and you'll never tell that it was an accident. One thing that the body guy had told me to tell people was that everyone needs to remember, these cars didn't come assembled as a full car. There were steps to make them. Everything came into pieces. The whole frame of the car, the empty skeleton of the car, that was in pieces as well. And the robots put those pieces together, welded them up, and became the skeleton of the car. Then the robots took the doors, put them on, the floor, the doors, the trunk, the hood, everything came on after. Fenders, bumper, all that came on after. So everything was made in pieces. This car was assembled in pieces, which means it's meant to come apart in pieces as well.